Greetings, brave souls, to another episode of Nightmares in the Dark. Tonight, we journey to a place where the boundaries between reality and horror blur, the infamous Cecil Hotel. This ominous landmark, shrouded in mystery and tragedy, has been a silent witness to unspeakable events. From the shadows of its haunted past to the chilling tales that echo through its halls, the Cecil beckons us to uncover its darkest secrets. So turn off the lights, grab a blanket, and get ready for a spine-tingling adventure. Nestled in the heart of downtown Los Angeles, the Cecil Hotel's grand opening in 1927 was a reflection of opulence and ambition. Designed in the Beaux-Arts style, it was intended as a destination for business travelers and tourists alike, boasting an Art Deco lobby, marble floors, and stained glass windows. However, the Great Depression soon cast a long shadow over the hotel, leading to its transformation into a budget hotel. As the area around the Cecil declined, so did the hotel's reputation. By the 1950s and 60s, it had become a hotspot for transients, a last resort for the downtrodden. This shift marked the beginning of a dark era, as the hotel became a backdrop for untimely deaths and violent crimes, earning a notorious reputation that overshadowed its former glory. In the mid-1980s, the Cecil Hotel became a haunting hideout for one of America's most feared serial killers, Richard Ramirez, known as the Night Stalker. His stay at the Cecil during his horrific crime spree added a chilling chapter to the hotel's history. Ramirez, a drifter with a penchant for Satanism, chose the Cecil, already known for its seedy reputation, as his temporary abode. He reportedly stayed on the top floor in a room costing just $14 a night, using the hotel as a base to commit a series of heinous crimes across Los Angeles. Guests and hotel staff remained oblivious to the true nature of the man wandering their hallways. After committing brutal murders, Ramirez would return to the Cecil, often disposing of bloody clothes in the dumpsters nearby, before entering the hotel barefoot and covered in blood, unnoticed among the many eccentric and troubled residents of the Cecil. The Cecil's grim atmosphere and history of violence made it a macabre sanctuary for Ramirez. His capture in 1985 ended his reign of terror. Today, Richard Ramirez's stay at the Cecil Hotel remains one of the most disturbing anecdotes in its century-long saga of death and despair. In the grim annals of the Cecil Hotel, the story of Jack Unterweger stands out as particularly sinister. An Austrian serial killer, Unterweger's stay in 1991 mirrored the dark legacy left by Richard Ramirez just a few years prior. His presence at the Cecil adds another chilling chapter to its history. Unterweger was convicted of murder in Austria in 1976, but was released in 1990 as an example of rehabilitation. He then ventured to Los Angeles, where he posed as a journalist researching crime. The Cecil Hotel, with its notorious reputation, became his base. During his stay, Unterweger continued his murderous spree, targeting sex workers in a manner eerily similar to the Night Stalker. He exploited the hotel's anonymity and seedy reputation to evade suspicion. The Cecil's halls, which had witnessed so much tragedy already, were once again a silent accomplice to unspeakable crimes. Unterweger's capture and subsequent suicide in 1994 brought an end to his reign of terror. The story of Jack Unterweger at the Cecil Hotel intertwines with its legacy of darkness and despair, a place where the worst of human nature seemingly found a haven. The case of Elisa Lam, a 21-year-old Canadian student, remains one of the most haunting and enigmatic events in the Cecil Hotel's history. In February 2013, Lam vanished while staying at the hotel, leading to a widespread search and media frenzy. Weeks after her disappearance, Lam's body was tragically discovered in one of the hotel's water tanks, raising more questions than answers. The bizarre circumstances of her death, coupled with the eerie CCTV footage of her last known moments in the hotel's elevator, sparked worldwide speculation and numerous theories. Conspiracy theories ranged from foul play to supernatural forces. The elevator footage, showing Lam's erratic behaviour and seeming distress, fueled these speculations. Some pointed to the hotel's grim past and suggested a paranormal influence, while others hypothesized about a possible mental health crisis or criminal involvement. Despite the LAPD ruling her death as accidental, due to drowning, the lack of conclusive evidence, and the Cecil's notorious history have left many unsatisfied. Elisa Lam's story, shrouded in uncertainty and overshadowed by the Cecil's ominous aura, continues to intrigue and haunt those who delve into the hotel's dark corridors of mystery. The Cecil Hotel's infamy reached new heights in popular culture when it inspired the 5th season of the anthology series American Horror Story, aptly titled Hotel. Creator Ryan Murphy drew from the hotel's dark history and eerie ambience to craft a tale of horror and mystery that resonated with audiences worldwide. The series, known for blending supernatural elements with real-life horror, found a goldmine in the Cecil's past. From the haunting story of Elisa Lam to the grim tales of serial killers like Richard Ramirez, the show wove these threads into a fictional narrative set in a similarly foreboding hotel, the Hotel Cortez. The show's depiction of a hotel riddled with ghostly residents, unsolved mysteries, and a sinister past mirrored the real-life narratives that have long surrounded the Cecil. Characters in the series, while fictional, echoed the types of troubled souls who passed through the Cecil's doors, blurring the lines between reality and fiction. It stands as a testament to how real-life horrors can often be more unsettling than fiction. The Cecil Hotel's transformation into a Hollywood horror icon cements its place in the pantheon of locations where fact and fiction intersect, each feeding into the other's mystique.
A shame she had to die.
The Cecil Hotel's history is steeped in tragedy and distress, a fact underscored by the alarmingly high number of emergency calls originating from it. At the height of its notoriety, the hotel was the source of 911 calls almost daily, painting a grim picture of the chaos and despair within its walls. The reasons for these calls were as varied as they were tragic. From drug overdoses and domestic disputes to mental health crises, the Cecil seemed to be a magnet for misfortune. But perhaps the most disturbing aspect of the hotel's history were the numerous deaths that occurred there. Over the decades, the Cecil has been the site of numerous suicides, some of which were shockingly public. Like the woman who jumped from a window in the 1960s, landing on a pedestrian below. There were also grisly murders, adding to the hotel's dark lore. The infamous stays of serial killers like Richard Ramirez and Jack Unterweger only further cemented the Cecil's reputation as a place marked by death. The sheer volume of emergency calls and the disturbing nature of the incidents reported have contributed to the Cecil Hotel's eerie aura. Each call, each tragic event, has woven into the fabric of the hotel, creating a tapestry of sorrow and mystery that continues to fascinate and horrify to this day. As the Cecil Hotel stands today, its walls seem to echo with the countless cries for help and the silent stories of those who met their end within its confines, making it a true monument to urban despair and unsolved mysteries. Beyond the tangible horrors that have unfolded within its walls, the Cecil Hotel is shrouded in tales of the supernatural. Over the years, numerous guests and staff have reported eerie occurrences that defy explanation, fueling the hotel's reputation as a hotspot for paranormal activity. Stories of ghostly apparitions. Unexplained noises and sudden temperature drops have been a staple among the Cecil's lore. Many believe that the spirits of those who met tragic ends within the hotel linger, unable to find peace. The case of Elisa Lam only intensified these speculations, with some paranormal investigators suggesting her death was influenced by otherworldly forces. Believers in the paranormal see the Cecil as a vortex of spiritual energy, a place where the veil between the living and the dead is unusually thin. Whether one believes in ghosts or not, the supernatural tales of the Cecil Hotel add another layer to its enigmatic and haunting character, making it a magnet for those intrigued by the mysteries of the afterlife. As we've journeyed through the dark corridors of the Cecil Hotel's history, we've uncovered layers of tragedy, mystery, and the unexplained. In exploring the Cecil, we confront not just the ghosts of its past, but also the realities of mental illness, the impact of societal neglect, and the enduring fascination with the macabre. Between the world we see and the unseen realms that lie just beyond our perception. Today, the Cecil Hotel stands as a monument to the complexities of human experience. Its doors may open to the public again, or they may remain closed. But the stories and secrets of the Cecil will continue to captivate and haunt us for generations to come. Thank you for joining us on this journey into the heart of darkness at the Cecil Hotel. Remember to remember, history is not just about places and events. It's about the mysteries and stories that linger long after the lights have gone out. Like and subscribe to Kryptic Nightmares for more stories, videos and shorts that will satisfy the fear your very soul craves.